Welcome everyone to Florida Citrus Mutual's annual meeting. It's been an extremely busy 12 months at Florida Citrus Mutual, and I'll get to the update in just a minute. But first I want to tell everyone, hang in there. Things are going to get better, a lot better, and here's why. Resilience is the hallmark of the Florida citrus grower. Many of you in this room have families who have farmed citrus for 3, 4, and 5 generations while facing a number of crises, including drought, freezes, hurricane, and diseases. HLB is the latest hurdle. And yet we have the best and brightest researchers working on the puzzle right now, and they are making headway. Don't write our obituary just yet. This industry has a long and bright future ahead of it. The good news among the uncertainty is that your trade association, Florida Citrus Mutual, had a very, very successful year. Of course, the big win was the passage of the 2014 Farm Bill, which contained a mandatory $125 million spend over the next 5 years for citrus research. This dedicated source of funding provides growers with some assessment relief while ensuring critical citrus research still gets done. USDA is now actively engaged in creating the infrastructure to distribute the money to worthy research proposals. There's definitely a sense of urgency. The Herculean effort to secure funding was quarterbacked by Florida Citrus Mutual. However, it takes an army of support to move anything through Congress. This measure was no different. From Senator Bill Nelson to Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam to the entire Florida congressional delegation to citrus leaders in California and Texas, getting the research funding was truly a team success. Of course, Aiken Gump was there every step of the way. Later, our lobbying efforts were supplemented by Pepsi and Coca-Cola. And finally, I want to personally thank the membership of Florida Citrus Mutual and our 21 board of directors for stepping up and showing the fortitude and providing the finances to get the job done. Although the Farm Bill generated a lot of headlines, other source of funding emerged early in the 2014 year through our partnership with USDA. The Multi-Agency Coordination, or the MAC program, created by Secretary Tom Vilsack, provided $21 million in discretionary research funding. The idea behind MAC is to fund projects that can help right now, such as heat therapy or biocontrol, and get those research results into the groves as fast as possible. The success in Washington translates to Tallahassee as well. We had a great 2014 state legislative session and secured $3.5 million in research funding that will help bridge the gap until the Farm Bill program is fully operational. Mutual's other priorities were also funded, including the Citrus Germplasm Facility and the CHIMA program. Plus, the Southwest Florida Research and Education Center received a $2 million appropriation to continue its operation. In total, $9 million were secured in support of research projects. Don't think these successes were a result of dumb luck. Relationship building is at the heart of what we do, from fly-ins to grove tours to fundraising. In fact, the 2013-14 season was one of the most successful fundraising years this organization ever had. And we put our money where our mouth is. We supported key legislators who are all friends of the citrus industry. but fundraisers are just part of the events Florida Citrus Mutual puts on. In addition to the massive undertaking known as the Florida Citrus Industry Annual Conference, your association was once again active, involved in the planning and the execution of the Citrus Hall of Fame Luncheon, the Crop Estimate Luncheon at the Davis Barn, and 4 area meetings with elections. All told, these events attracted more than 2,500 people. On the trade front, Mutual and our International Trade Council helped resolve a dispute between Florida processors and the Korean government involving country of origin certification. Ultimately, through high-level meetings with USTR, Secretary Vilsack, Senator Marco Rubio, as well as an inspection of Florida processing facilities, the Koreans accepted the USDA certification. This allowed a growing market for Florida orange juice to remain open to the processors and subsequently benefiting Florida growers. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the outstanding guidance from Mutual's Board of Directors over the past year. The success I detailed would quite honestly not be possible without their direction. I'd personally like to thank outgoing President Mark Wheeler for his 2 years of service. I have had many long discussions with Mark, and I can attest to his passion for the citrus industry. Make no mistake, we are in the fight of our life, but in a time of uncertainty, you can count on Mutual to do all it can for the industry in the upcoming season, just like it has for the past 12 months. And on behalf of the Florida citrus growers, we, Florida Citrus Mutual, will remain focused, committed, and making a difference.